And now, let's talk about the optional or minor parts of a business letter. First, we have the attention line. When you do not know the name of the person you are writing to and the letter is addressed to the firm. So, this is used when you do not know the name of the person you're writing to. And this line can also be printed before the address of the company. This line begins with attention, or ATTN, ends with a colon and is placed flush with the left margin. Just like here in the example, just like here in the business letter that I provided. The writer state first the word attention and then use the colon and then write the director of maintenance because the writer didn't know the name of the person he's writing to. That's why he used director of maintenance. He addressed or she addressed to the firm because he or she doesn't know the name of the person. Next one, we have the subject line. This is used in short reports to let the reader know the content of the letter immediately. Example, subject, final audit report of Johnny Dunn Inc. Just like here in the business letter I provided. The subject line is under the salutation. And then the subject should be short and direct, clearly representing to the recipient what your letter is about. It may be placed above or below the inside address, may be flush to the left, indented or centered. So by using the subject line, it is easily for the reader to understand what is your letter all about, and the reader easily or know the content of the letter immediately. Next one, we have the identification initials or reference initials. Refers to the person who is sending the letter and to the typist. Example, WW colon TJ or FWW/TJ. When your identification initials are usually used by large-sized companies for administrative purposes only. The initials mainly have two functions: to give information about the secretary or the author of a business letter. So those reference initials refer to the person who is sending the letter and to the typist. The sender's initials are typed in all capitals followed by a colon or a slash. Then the initials of the typist in lower case letters. So just like here in the example, the capitalized letters, FWW is the name or the initial of the sender. While the small letter TJ or the lowercase letters TJ is the initial of the typist or the person who type your letter. Next, just like here in the example, in the photo. AKC/RHN. So the writer or the sender initial is AKC and the typist initial is RHN. Next, we have the enclosed reference or enclosure notation. An enclosure notation lets the reader know other documents are enclosed or attached within the letter or email. It indicates that the envelope contains one or more documents in addition to the letter or attached to the letter. The simplest way to format your letter is just to write enclosures followed by the number of them in parentheses, just like here in the example. Enclosure, and then use open and close parentheses, and then put the number of your documents. The next, another example is enclosure colon and then state the other documents, just like 2 photos and a class records. But just like here in the example and the photo I provided, in the writer's letter, his or her enclosure is Davis Tree Care brochure. So the other document that attached to this writer is a brochure. So the next one, we have the copy notation. This consists the names or department of the people who also received the letter. So in the copy notation, we have carbon copy notation. All you need to write is CC followed by the names of the person or person whom you have sent a copy of the letter. So for example, if you're writing a letter to your boss and you've sent a copy to your colleague, Larry Dominic, your copy notation would look like this. Here in the photo I provided. Write CC and then use colon and state the name of the person you've sent a copy. But if they are two or more, you can also put their name. The copy notation is usually put below the enclosure. Next, under the copy notation, we also have the blind carbon copy notation. This is used when you want to send a copy of the letter to someone, but you don't want the main recipient of the letter to know about it. Just like CC, which is the carbon copy notation used in carbon copy notation, BCC or the blind carbon copy notation is followed by the names of the individuals who received the blind copy. However, this line will only appear on the copies sent to the BCC recipients, not on the copy sent to the main recipient. So example here, write first the BBC and then use colon and then state the name of the person you sent the blind carbon copy notation. And then the blind carbon copy notation usually written below the enclosure. Next one, we have the mailing notation. Mailing notation refers to the special postal service and how the letter was brought to the intended recipients. Mailing notation is how the letter should be delivered. A delivery notation is an indication of how the letter was brought to the intended recipient. Example, the delivery notation may say, fax transmission, Federal Express, or certified mail. The mailing notation is what postal service is you have used to send the letter to the person you are writing to. So that is the use of mailing notation. to let them know what service you use to deliver the letter. So, I hope you understand um, the basic parts and the optional parts of a business letter. So, thank you everyone for listening and have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, Raya. Hello, everyone. My name is Jala Lape, and I will be discussing the language improvement clauses and phrases. So, without further ado, let's start. So, using clauses and phrases effectively within a business letter can enhance clarity, professionalism, and persuasiveness. Here's how we can incorporate them to improve language. First, clear and concise clauses. Use independent clauses to express complete thoughts succinctly. For example, our company has experienced significant growth in the past year. So you should avoid overly complex or convoluted sentence structures to ensure easy comprehension by the reader. Second, descriptive phrases. Employ descriptive phrases to provide additional details or context. For example, in response to your inquiry about our product line, phrases like in regards to, with reference to, or regarding can help transition between different sections of the letter. Third, professional language and tone. Choose phrases that convey professionalism and respect. For example, we appreciate your interest in our services. Avoid informal or overly familiar language that may undermine the formal tone of a business letter. Fourth, persuasive clauses and phrases. Use persuasive language to influence the recipient's decision or action. For example, we believe our product will meet your company's needs and exceed your expectations. Employ phrases like, we are confident that, we assure you that, or we strongly recommend to convey conviction and confidence in your proposition. Fifth, transitional phrases. Use transitional phrases to smoothly guide the reader through different sections of the letter. For example, furthermore, moreover, additionally, in addition to, etc. These phrases help maintain coherence and logical flow in your writing. And last but not the least, closing clauses and phrases. Conclude the letter with a polite and professional closing statement. For example, thank you for considering our proposal. Include phrases like, we look forward to hearing from you. Please do not hesitate to contact us back, or thank you for your attention to this matter, to encourage further communication or action. By incorporating clear clauses and well-chosen phrases, you can effectively communicate your message, establish credibility, and leave a positive impression on the recipient of your business letter. Practice refining your language skills to ensure that your correspondence is both professional and impactful.